And welcome back to the fourth part of this tutorial. So before I take care of this, I'm going to take care of this payslip here, and I would like that to be activated using the payments right here. So I'm going to exit out. Let's go back to the payment button, double click on that, and right underneath here, scroll right down. Yeah, that is good. Right underneath here, it's going to be my payslip. So let's say RT payslip. That is what it's called, I believe. Dot. I'm going to first of all clear whatever we have on it, if there's anything in it. So let's clear it out first. There. Now I'm going to then enter as follows. So let's say RT payslip dot append. And what am I appending in the very first place? Let's just enter maybe a space first, and let's take it from there. Go to the next line there, and I'm also going to get it tabbed to the next line. Okay, let me say I want it to go to the new line. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to copy it, paste it right here. Now here I'm going to enter a tab. That's how we enter tab. But here there must be a semicolon there. And this one, so the very first one, let's assume, okay, let's enter the name. There's a plus, another tab. Okay, I have two tabs. Now I'm going to add a name, and the name of the company, let's say, is Pan Africa. Alright, that's the name of the company. So I'm going to say plus new line. So enter a new line there. So get rid of this, just a new line alone there. So if I run that, this is how it's going to look like. Let's see how that's going to look like there. Now take it from there. Now enter some value in here. Right, there we go. Okay, you can see this Pan Africa. I would like it to be kind of like much more centered, something like this. So I'm going to have to get it tabbed one more time. Alright, that's good. So add one extra tab, and there. Okay, Pan Africa. Oh, let's just say Pan Africa payslip. Payslip. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna copy all of this, and let's enter some details in here. Now the next one is, we want that to be the pay reference, wage reference. Change this to wage reference. And the wage reference is from LBL wage. Yeah, there we go. Dot text. One down. Very good. So let's do that for pay reference. Grab this, paste, and I'm going to change this to pay reference. Then we do have pay reference is CBO, pay reference there. And the next one, let's get the name, full name. And that is going to be TXT, full name. That's good. Paste again. And now, what do we have? The next one. Okay, let's go for tax. And that will be LBL tax. Very good. Let's come down. I've just pasted another one, so let's go for pension now. This time around, pension. And change this to pension as well. Paste. We have student loan, and this is going to be LBL student loan. Then let's go for the NI payments. Now change this to NI payment. Okay, NI payment. So that's going to be LBL NI payment. And tax period. And this is going to be LBL tax period. There. We are almost there. We have the tax period. We need the tax code. Tax code. So let's say, paste that. This will be the tax code. Tax code. And this is going to be LBL tax code. There. Yeah. Okay, that is it. So I'm going to kind of like speed this up. It's all the same. This is just for the receipt, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. It's almost done. Okay guys, that is it now. Just completed that. So let's do one thing. You see here, I'm going to add, let's just add one space in here to the reference. So put reference, wage reference, pay reference, maybe another one here. Now let's see, details tab. Okay, let's come in here, full name, tax and pension. Space in there. Now let's come right up to here, one more, and there, pensionable and so on. Yeah. Okay, gross pay and so on. Now I'm going to run it. I just want to see how that's going to look like for now. Let's click on run and see. Run. Enter some value in there, and here, there we go. Look at that. That's not too bad. I just need to this. Okay, now this reference here, okay, it's right there. really. Okay, then let's reset and enter some more value and see. And here we do have reference. I just want to see how that's going to look like. All right, not bad, not bad. So the only one missing now is the name. Oh, I can always add a name as well. Reset, let's add a name. And I'm just going to enter Paul Parker. Grab a reference in place. And there we go. And that is fine. So all that is missing is all this other information, the 3. Okay, let's take care of this. So whenever we select any of this employee reference number, it should give us all the information about this employee. So let's exit out. Come back right here. I'm going to select this very combo box, double click on that combo box, and right there I'm going to use an if statement. If CBO, pay reference dot text, if that is equals, now I need to know the values that we have in there. Let's go back in there, selected, come in here, grab hold of it. Okay, those are the values. I'm just going to copy it. Copy, double click on this. So those values, I'm going to paste them underneath here. And the rest, they're there. Okay, this goes right in here. If that is that, it's a text, so I should enter speech into it. Okay, that's the first one, and I'm going to repeat the same thing for the others. So the others, I'm going to use else if for the others. So I can copy this now. Let's see. Let's enter curly braces here first. There. So copy this. Else if. So if it's this, cut that off, paste that in here. Paste. We have 2 more. 3 more actually. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now let's copy all of this. This is the last one. Paste it here. And cut that off, paste it right in here. And finally this one. Cut that off. And paste it right here. There we go. Alright, let's enter our conditions. So if the selection made is this, okay, then we want, what do we want? We want the employee name. Employee name, shall we, I think we can always have that as a default value. Yeah, the employee is always there anyway. So in here, okay, we can just put in Pan Africa there. Okay, we know the employee. That's sorted. We don't have to add that. We just need to add the following: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Double click on that. Now here, let's say txt address for this guy. The text that is going to be equals, let's say number 10 Island Avenue. Okay, we have that sorted. Then what about the name? txt full name dot text, and that's equals, let's say, Tony Allen. Now let's say txt postcode and dot text, that's equals, let's make up something there, postcode is there. The gender will be there for default, but we can also, that can be changed, so giving the user an option to change that dot, let's say text, that is going to be male, that's for Tony. Now we want the wage reference, let's say, or this one, wage reference. Okay, the wage reference is automatically, but I do have something. Let's go into my design here. Do we have wage reference here? I think I do somewhere. Yeah, I have it in here. Double click on this. Okay, that's the wage reference. I'm just going to copy it here. Copy back in there. Yeah, double click this. Paste that in there. That's the wage reference. Now I need to have some declaration in there. Okay, I can just make that up anyway. Let's go back in there. That is my random, whatever. I can put it up here. Let's say random that is equals new random. Okay, that error is gone. So declare that variable there. Okay, then, or object for the random. Okay, now let's take care of one more thing. No, three more actually. We need the tax code and so on. So let's come right on here. LBL, and that's going to be LBL. Let's say tax code dot text. I'm just going to make something up there. The tax code dot text. We can also make that random number, but the tax code needs to be standard. I'm going to, let me try this out. I just want to make it random number and see what, to speed things up. Okay, giving it the option. Let's say all right. That's my tax code. Let's see if we can let it select between that. Okay, I'm going to try this out. I just want to play around with that and see. Run. Let's see how that's going to look like. Come right here, select that. Yeah, we have the tax code, everything. Okay. Was that a figure that I entered? No, that's a random one. So that's fine. Just I'm going to enter it like that just to speed up the whole process. The NI code and NI number. I might as well speed that up as well. So let's come in here. So this will become NI number. Now let's see. What is the name? It's called NI. So NI. Let's see, what's the name? No, it's called tax code NILBL number. Okay. Right, and the next one is NI code. Okay, let's change these ones around. And this as well. Just change it. Run. Okay. And let's select there. Okay, that's not too bad. So instead of me making up some stories there, that's fine. The random numbers take care of that, so you can do the same thing, or you can just write out your own thing. The other alternative is just for you to enter speech and there. That's the other alternative. Okay, if you want to do it this way, that's fine. You can do it that way. And I run it and you see what I'm talking about. Run. But I think with a random number select or random number generator, that's much better. I like that. You see that? That's the figure that I entered now. Okay then, so get rid of this. I'm going to settle for this. Now you have two ways of getting it done. I'm now going to copy all of these, paste it right in here. So all we then need to do is change the address. So address here, we can call it number 17 Little Venice, and the name happens to be Tony as well, Tony Montana. Good. Change the postcode. There. Now let's come in here, and this name is Sally Johnson. Address of Miss Johnson, let's say 37 Carlton Lane, and change the postcode. And she's female. Change that to female. That's good. So let's do one more or two more to go. Paste. And change the name here to, let's say, Paul Parker. And here, number 14 South End. South End Lane. Yeah, that's okay. And that's male. And here, the last one here, I'm going to change that to Mary Allen. Address number 1 got some place. Postcode G1H. That is fine. And here female. There. And that is it. All done for that very combo box. But guess what? I did not enter. I'm going to enter try cache in there just in case if I run into any problem. Now grab a hold of a cache, bring it down here, paste. Okay, that's fine now. So have a good look at that, guys. And let's run it. Run. Oh, there's one more thing to do. Select, that's fine. That's fine. Yep. Yep. There. All of these are just references. This is the individual identifier. Okay, but let's say we select this. I expect everything to be cleared. So let's go right down here and just enter. Yeah, I can just copy all of this. Paste. And if it's cleared, everything is cleared. Clear. Okay, let's clear all of this as well. Clear. Yep. And that's all. That is it. So let's run it and see. We can just use else for that, but it's okay. Now, there. Okay, that's good. Alright guys, you see that? Now that is it, all done. Okay, now that that is taken care of, finally let's take care of the menu strip and the tool strip. Now let's start with this very one here, new. Double click on new. Okay, I'm going to enter try. There. And paste that right there. So if it's new, we just want RT. Okay, that will be dots. Clear. There, that's that taken care of. Copy that. I can use that for some other easy ones here. Copy, paste that in there. Paste and change this to copy. Copy is taken care of. Now paste there. Change this to paste. Nice one. Now cut, paste and change this to cut. Very good. So those ones are taken care of as well. Now let's look for another easy one. Okay, let's go to open. No, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see this. I think I have taken care of that, though it's not inside try cache. Yeah, put it in the try cache. Get rid of this. Drag this and dump it right there. Good. Now let's take care of some major ones. And before that can be done, I'm going to need some more objects in here. So let's come in here. I need the color object. Double click on that. That is it there. Font object. That is it. Now scroll right down. I need print document there, and I also need print preview dialog. There we go. Alright, I have all my components that I need in place. In total I should have about, I need one more. Save. Let's save dialog. There we go. Now select this print dialog. Come right here to the properties of the print dialog. You see where we have document, drop that down and select print document 1. Okay, I've linked up this print dialog and print document together, so that is good. Now that is taken care of. So let's take care of the print dialog. Get that out of the way. Double click on print, and in here I'm going to, let's use my try cache again. There, grab hold of a cache here, paste that here, and right inside the try, I'm going to say e.graphics dot draw string, and the string that we're going to be drawing is inside RT payslip. That's dot text, comma, then let's specify a font, new font, open up a bracket, and I'm going to call that Arial, comma, and give a value of about 14, comma, font style, or font style dot regular. Yeah, regular is fine. There, and here let's enter a brush for it. So I'm going to say the brush. You can add whatever color you want. Let's just go for the standard color, black. Now let's press enter here so that you guys can see it all. Then here, color bar, I'm going to make that 120 by 120. That's the coordinate for me there, and that is that. Now print document is taken care of, but we then need to take care of print itself. Double click on the print, so I can copy this as well. Copy, paste it right here, and inside the print all I need is print preview dot document there, and the document that will be equals print document 1, this very one. Now, and I want this print dialog to show up. Let's say show dialog, paste that in there, that show dialog, enter parenthesis, and that is all for print. So I'm going to call this, instead of typing it out all again, come right there, just copy that. I'm going to go right in here, see the file, drop the file down, print, double click on the print, paste that in there, and that's going to be called sender is E. Alright, it's just going to call that function right away. There, that is print taken care of for the other one. Alright, print is done. Now let's take care of these two here. Color, double click on color, double click on color, and in there let's use my try cache again. Grab hold of all of this, paste that here, delete this, and that's going to be color. No, if, that should be if color, if the color dialog dot show dialog, and if that is equals dialog result. Okay, now I want the following: RT payslip dot for color, that will be equals color dialog. Let's grab whole of color, dot color. That is that for color. I'm going to grab whole of all of these, and I am going to change that for, I'm going to use that for the font. Double click on font, paste that in here, and change this to font. I think that's lowercase, I think. Yeah, it's lowercase. And change this to font as well. And this will become font. This will be fonts as well here. Right, so that's fonts taken care of as well. Have a good look at that. Now let's come in here and see where we have the, let's go into file here. Now we need to take care of open and save. Double click on open, enter on that in there, get rid of all of this. Okay, with the open, so let's see, I don't think I have that. Let's see, let's go back in here. I don't think I have the open dialog. Nope, it's not there. I do have save, so let's go back in here, tools, open dialog, look at it, double click on open dialog. That is it right there. Now with the open dialog, grab that name, now come right here, double click on open dialog, and let's say open dialog dot filter. I want it to filter first. Let's filter the type of files, and that is going to be equals, let's say it's a text box, no, it's a text file. Text files, and they have as follows: .txt, that should be in a quote. Okay, or undo my delete, that's fine. Okay, do this. Alright, .txt, now pipe, and the .txt, that will pipe for all the files. .star, that's for, that will cover all the files, pipe, and that will be, no, do that again, .star, and that should take care of that. Right, and now we use an if statement here. If the open dialog dot show, if that is equals, let's say dialog results, $result.ok. If that is okay, then let's put parentheses here. Okay, if that is that, then we want the following: rt payslip dot load. That'll be load file from the dialog here, and the file that we want is going to be a rich text file. Let's say comma rich text stream type, rich text box stream type dot plain. There we go. Alright, that takes care of open. Now let's take care of save. Let's come in here, save. That's the last one. Double click on save. Double click on that, and right there, those are the lines of code for save. There we go. We just need two more to take care of. I'm going to copy this. Let's come in here. We have the save here. This one, double click on that, paste that in there. We just call our function and say comma e, close that, get rid of this. And we also need to do the same thing for the open. So let's look for open. This is open. I'm going to copy that, and I also have open there. That is it. Double click on open, paste, comma e there, and get rid of this. That is open, taken care of. Now run. Okay, so that is all done now. We just need one last thing now. Take care of this. That's for Tony. Enter his details in there, and calculate that, and let's see if we can print that out. You can press print here. That is fine. See that? That's working. Close that, and we can also use the print in here. There we go. Close that as well. Can we open another file? Yes, we can. Yes, we can open any other file that we want. So let's just put in anything in there and see. Yep, it's working fine. New. That's fine. So all of these are working. The only bit that is left now is to be able to add all of this information straight onto the database. So close that. Let's get that out of the way. Then we can call it the end of this program. Double click on add. Okay, to add the database, I'm going to first of all start by entering try, and I'm going to enter cache right underneath here. Exception EX. There we go. First, let's open up the database. So I'm going to open up my connect.open. There we go. Now that that is open, I'm now going to create an object, OLEDB command. So I'm going to call that CMD. Okay, let's accept that, and that is that right there. Okay, this command will then create as follows. Now the next thing is, let's say command or CMD dot command type, and that is going to be command type dot text. The command text that I'm going to now use, so I'm going to enter CMD dot command text. That is where I will now enter my SQL. That will be equals as follows. I'm going to ask the system to insert into my database called payroll the following: the first argument, that is the payroll reference, and all of this information that I'm entering now is going to be directly from my database. Let me show it to you guys. Okay, that's the database. Okay, close that, and I'm going to now right click and let's select design view. So pay reference, the next one is wage reference. So move that aside, come in here, put a comma, wage reference. Then the next one is employer. After the employer we have full name, gender, as comma, employer, comma, full name, comma, we have gender, and what is, yeah, I remember that, address. I'm going to put a comma and press enter so that we have enough room. Okay, let's move this a little bit in so that you guys can see. So I've pressed enter in there, and here now I'm going to enter, let's see the next one, that's the postcode and city within. So I can just copy city within, type out postcode, comma. Now that should be that's postcode, comma. Then we have city within, comma. We have basic salary there. Okay, I'm going to enter the rest, so I'm here now, overtime, tax, and so on, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I've done that. Alright guys, all the fields are in place now, so I now need to enter the values. The values will be from the various components. So I'm going to say value, that is going to be, okay, single speech mark, double speech mark, plus. Let's come right down here and just block that off to prevent errors. Then I'll enter the values. So double speech mark, single, double, and there. Alright, all the errors are gone. Now I'm going to enter each component. First one that I'm going to enter, I'm going to go for CBO, pay reference, dot text, that is plus, and comma, single space, and here we enter the plus sign. There we go. So that's the very first one. So it's easier this way and it's not confusing. So the next one, I'm just going to copy this. The next one is going to be LBL. That is it right here. That would be LBL, wage reference. Okay, that will be dot text there. That's one single one. Right, so let's copy all of this now, followed by employee. So come right down here, the employee, that's txt employee, paste, and full name, txt full name, paste. Now we have gender. The gender is going to be CBO gender, paste. After gender, address, going to be txt address, paste. and so on, guys. So now you get the whole idea, just how I've named my program. So I'm going to enter postcode right underneath here and just speed it up. TXT postcode there, and let's speed that up. And that is it, guys, all done now. Every single component that I have on the system is now assigned to the add new. Okay, that is it. So now let's do one thing. When I click on add new, I want the command to get executed. So I'm going to come down here and say cmd dot executes non-query. There we go. And after that, we must close our database dot close. Accept that. And finally, I'm going to enter a message box dot show. So I'm just going to enter in there, let's say record saved in database. Okay, let's say record saved on payroll database. There we go. And we can just enter one or two arguments. Let's enter the name of the system there. I'm going to call that dialog save or whatever, dialog results, dialog system, comma. The next argument is going to be message box button. That would be okay. Comma, press enter. The next argument will be message box icon. So I'm just going to use that as information. That is it right here somewhere. There we go. That's information there. And that's all there is to it. I've just finished up with this project now. I know it's a bit long, but it's worth the whole effort. That is it, guys. So I'm now going to run it. Save that. I'm going to run it and see how that works. Okay. First of all, I'm going to show you guys the database. That is the database. There is nothing on the database. It's empty. Okay. Let's close that. There. So close that and just minimize that. Now, save, run the program. Let's take it from there. Oh, I've noticed there's something missing. Here, message box is missing. I'm going to copy all of this. Paste it right in here. And just change this to ex.message. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. And instead of information, I'm going to change this to error. There we go. Alright, so when you enter try cache, you must have a message for it, and this is the default message. Now run. Dev, select whoever there. Okay, Mary Allen, and enter our waiting allowance, our wages, and overtime. Hard-working lady. Now come in here. There we go. Decision time. Click on add new. I think the system is slow. There we go. There comes my message right there. Okay, click on OK. So it's saved. Let's go to the database and check that out. There, look at Mary Allen right there. Alright, good. Let's try another one. I'm going to reset. Select anybody here. Tony Montana. There should be an employee for Tony Montana. Let's say it's Pan Africa. There we go. And enter some value in there. And here, that's too much. And right here, check that out. Add to database. There we go. Tony Montana's details on the database as well. Click on OK. And let's go straight to the database. Double click on. That is it right there, Tony Montana's details. So with guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this beautiful and advanced tutorial, which you guys can modify, and even for a professional standard, it can be modified for whatever business you're running. So with that, I'm just going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There are a lot of benefits if you are a member of the channel. You have a nice day now, and bye for now.